Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about the data type in C language. Here, now you consider we are having many data types. So what is the data type? So you are going to use some variable in your program, right? So here, now you see this one. If you are using some character, right? So you are having that x is a variable. Now we want to use. Right. So we are having that variable. That variable is going to store one character. Suppose here x equal to a. Now here the variable x is going to store a single character. Then you have to declare that variable of type character. CHAR. CHAR is the character type where we can store one character at a time. So here we are having either a single character. Single character is represented by a single quote. Single character is represented by a single quote. So if you are having now the character C, if you are declaring that character X, right? Character X, if you are declaring that variable, while declaration itself, we can initialize through that one, right? So we are having now X is a variable where we are storing the character C, right? So here the character type is the size is 1 byte. What do you mean by the size is every information is going to stored in memory. The memory is actually one-dimensional array. Each location is 1 byte. So that is called actually byte addressable. So here 1 byte data is memory, right? So that overall memory is going to have as a byte addressable. So here that particular location. So x, if you are declaring that x is allocate one location in memory and it will wait, and then we are storing the character C. So ASCII character C is going to be stored. Right. So here the 1 byte is we are having that range of that value is 0 to 255. Actually, the ASCII characters are, so we are having ASCII character chart is available. Now you see this one, that this is ASCII characters, right? So that one has here A, letter A is ASCII character is 65. 65 is A. Up to that Z, we are having that this is 90. And then we are having 97 to, then we are having up to Z. 122 is we are having the letter small letter A to Z, and the numbers are 48 to 57. So ASCII character is 48 to 57 is that number. So ASCII character. So that range of that characters are here we are coming 0 to 255. So this is another symbols characters, right? So up to that 255 we are coming 0 to 255. So 1 byte is enough for storing that information. So here we are having now, if you want to have as a variable the character type, then you have to declare that variable as character and you give the variable name. Then if you want to initialize at a time, then you have to give that same. Or otherwise, just we are declaring a variable without the initialization wherever you are going to use, and we can use the data, right? So suppose you want to store the data, so you are getting the character from your keyboard. Just you have to give now scan of percentage C, because of it's a character. You have to give now percentage C, and then you put now ampersand X, right? So this is a statement, input statement, right? Input statement you have to write scanf, then control string is percentage C because of that character size. Then we have to give that. So here why it is the character sizes here. Now if you are typing that a letter A, so it will take that letter as the ASCII character, and here we are having address of that X. So the address of X is here. This is the address of that X, and you are going to store that value A here. So this is one, right? Then while print the character. Just you are giving now print of percentage C, and you have to put now only X. So here we are having now X is that value. So this value is going to be print of percentage C, right? So the percentage C is the control string. That one is giving now the character size of display. So that is we are having now the character data type. And then we are having now short integer. Short integer is another data type. If you are having a data, you are going to use that variable for the data between the range of minus 32,000, between the range of minus 32,768 to plus 32,767. So within that range of that value, then we can declare that variable as short, right? So for example, we are having now short with variable name x, and then we can give now that value 65, right? So that is declaration as well as initialization in the single statement. So what it will do now, it will allocate 2 bytes of memory. 2 consecutive bytes are allocated for the dx, and it will store the total 65 is in that location, right? So 32,767. So it will spread out around 16 bytes. So 16 bits. 2 bytes are 16 bits. So 16 bits data. So 16 bit is here we are having the range of that 16 bit. So 2 power 16 is actually 32,768. So 2 power 16 is actually 65,000. 536. 536. So this is the value, right? So that value is we are having is a sort, is a sign value. 1 bit is used for sign. So the most significant bit is used for sign. So the in that 16 bit, the most significant bit is used for sign. If you are having negative sign, its value is 1. If you are having positive sign, its value is 0. Then we are having the corresponding magnitude. If you are having negative, then the 2's complement of value will be there. If you are having positive, the original magnitude is there in that with 0, and we are having original magnitude, right? So that is 2 power 15. Then that one is here we can have now that value is 32,768. 768. So this is actually 2 power 15. So 1 bit for sign. So 2 power 15 is that. So that one is here minus 32. If you are having that value in the range of that value, then you have to go for declaring that short or short end. Both are same. Short or short end. So here we can give now short, small letter is not capital letter, short end x, or simply we can give it as sort, right? Then another one, unsigned sort. If you are having all on magnet positive value, then you don't use sign. Then the range of that value is 2 power up to 2 power 16. So 0 to 65,535. So 1 less 536 is 2 power 16 value is 536. So that range of value is 0 to 65,535. The range of value is 0 to 65,000. 65,535. 0 to, right? So that is 2 power 16 value is 65,536. So that is 1024 is 2 power 10 into 6. Into here we are having the into 2 power 6. 2 power 6 is 2 power 5, 64. So 1024 into 64. This is giving now that value 65,536. So the range of value is 0 to 65,535. So that's the range for the data type unsigned sort. So you have to declare that one as unsigned sort. Unsigned sort x, right? Then it will have that 16 bit. The total is going to be used for magnitude. So the range of the value is 0 to 65,535. Next, we are having the integer type. It is 4 byte. Then the range of value is this much. You take that one. So if you are having that, you are going to use the data with the range of this value, then you have to use integer type. It will have that 4 byte size. So if you are declaring that one variable as int x, variable as int x, then here we are having now 4 consecutive bytes are allocated, where we can store the range of value in that minus this much of value to positive this much of value, right? So that is here we are having 64 bit, right? So 2 power 65. So 1 bit is used for sign bit. The remaining 65 is, the 2 power 65 is this range of value. Then unsigned integer is, here we are having now the 0 to more than that positive value, right? 2 power 64 is used for the magnitude 0 to that range. We are having now unsigned integer. Next, we are having now that we are having that long unsigned long is here. We are having more than that value, then we can go for the varies is here, it may be 64 bit, or we are having now this is depends on 4 bytes or 8 bytes, it depends on the your processor. So that one is here we can extend more than that value, then we have to go for long type. Unsigned long also we are having the long is positive as well as negative. The unsigned long is only the positive value. The long is here we are having 8 byte, then we are having that value is the range of that 8 bytes. The range of value is 8 bytes. So here the integer is actually 2 power not 64, the 2 power 32, 4 bytes. 32 is 4, right? 2 power 32, 2 power 31 and size, right? So this is in that case integer. So integer we are having 4 byte, so that is here 2 power 32. 2 power 31 is size, then 1 bits per sign. Here this is 2 power 64. 2 power 64. So that is 64, 2 power 64. Then 2 power 63 is magnitude and 1 is used for sign. So this is the range of that value for long. And float type is we are having now the decimal point. This is 4 byte. So the 2 bytes are used for magnitude and 2 bytes for a decimal point, right? Then we are having now this is a float type. Then float type is we are having now this we are having now 6 decimal digits. After digit we are having now this we are having now 6 decimal digit. We can have now store that data, right? So that is here. The double is we are having after decimal we can have now 15 digits we can have now. It's a long precision 8 byte. Then long double is here we can have more than that. Then void also data type is a nothing, no size. Void is empty. So void you can call it as empty. So here this is the basic data type and its memory size we are having, right? So that one is the data type in C. So we can stop here. We will continue in another lecture.